Okay, folks, part 3 of Super Punch-Out. So basically, the beginning of this session is from the previous session. So once he wins, then you'll realize that I turned off the Nintendo. But I am able to beat this guy in this episode, so we will move on to the World Circuit next time, which is only part 4. So maybe this is only going to be like 6 or 7 parts. I mean, I'm not going to keep filming every single time I lose until I win. I mean, I'm just going to kind of cut eventually to when I do win, because otherwise this is just going to go on. And that is kind of the thing there, but... So... I'm just trying to think of other stuff. I mean, it's been a pretty plain month. I mean, I would have to say, I mean, with all these holidays and stuff, I mean, I just kind of get the sense of, like, I mean, it just kind of feels like most people don't even care about the sheer boringness that kind of goes on right now. So that's kind of the situation, but, you know, it seems like people are trying to celebrate Juneteenth and then Father's Day. That's what we're heading into right now, and then after that is Independence Day, but I don't know. I mean, I'm more, you know, with me being as obsessed with YouTube as I am, I keep looking for hopefully some savior that's going to show up that's just going to have kick-ass videos but not be a millionaire. That's difficult. It's like expecting a midget that plays in the NBA or something. You're just not going to find that ratio. It's just so complete, you know, opposite of what it is. I mean, YouTube is just a nightmare. I say this all the time on this channel, but this is, I mean, it's too much bullcrap. I mean, you really have to hunt. I mean, you just have to wake up and say, I'm going to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to go the whole day until I find someone that I want to watch on YouTube. And if you do it early, that's fine, but then you better hope you don't have work or bills to pay. That, you know, if you want to do such a thing. That's the rate it's reaching, is, you know, people are either quitting updating and moving on, or deleting their channels, and you just don't have the opportunity to find some of that stuff. But that's kind of the main thing. So that's why it's, you know, I at least still have the energy to do these videos, but I don't know, it's too much crap. YouTube is not what it was 8 years ago. I'm just going to keep whipping this dude's ass. So, yeah, like I said last time, the whole thing about these guys is he's really kind of nimble. That's the thing, is I mean, probably what's going to piss people off is just his ability to kind of fritter around the stage and stuff. And really, I mean, he doesn't walk back and forth. He kind of hops and grooves. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that this guy gave me the most trouble out of everyone I fought, but he probably at least, you know, had you grit your teeth a little bit, something like that. So this is kind of the thing. But Dragon Chan pissed me off, the next fighter, and then definitely, I think Mass Muscle pissed me off too. But the whole thing about him is just the combos that he uses. And it's the same thing with Mr. Sandman, is just paying attention to him and kind of saying, well, I mean, especially when you knock him down twice, then it just is kind of, I mean, you really have to be able to, I mean, they want you to predict these guys' movements so you can develop techniques. That's what Punch-Out's kind of about. It's just the Super Nintendo version of the old Nintendo Punch-Out, is they have techniques, and once you master them, you're gonna not have as much problem with these guys. But of course, this is a pretty quick game. So that's the main thing there, is you do have to be doing this in real time. But I mean, luckily this circuit's really not that tough. It just is annoying. So, but this was an original fighter, I will say that. So, nice little fight, but I can still whip this dude's ass. That's the thing. I mean, compared to last time, you know, these guys gave me more of a problem, but now that I'm familiar with them, it's not as bad. So, yep. One more hit. This is it's just because of stuff like this. This is the exact reason why there needed to be a sequel to this game. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, I feel like these guys completely shot themselves in the foot by letting this series kind of slip through the cracks, because it took until the Wii came out after this game for there to be another game. And I was definitely a person, when I was like a teenager and adolescent, I knew about this game, and I said, well, what the shit, you know? Why did I have to wait until I was like 20 years old to finally get like another version of this game? And by that point, I didn't even care. So that was just like the thing. It was too late. I mean, sometimes shit like that will happen where you wait for something for so long, and then it just is kind of, you have to wait too long, and then you just don't care anymore. And it's like, well, if this would have came out like 5 years ago or 3 years ago, it would have been different. But it was the whole thing. But obviously you can say that with me. I know with my Wario Blast, but I mean, you just have to understand that. I mean, some of these just become a bastard to do, and it's just like I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to say it, but yeah, I mean, it just feels like you're compelled to you're obligated to have to do it, and it just kind of becomes a disaster because you lose interest in the game. And I think that's kind of the thing, is I wanted to do Wario Blast back in 2015, but I just got kind of tired of it, just because, I mean, it's a fun game, but it's not a game that I feel like 100% compelled to kind of mess with. And that's just kind of the thing. At least with this game, I do. I mean, it's short enough just to be able to kind of get done. But the same thing with Final Fantasy VII. I don't know how much further I'm going to get in that. I need to play it, but you get the idea. So... This guy kind of reminds me of Nacho Libre. He has that same kind of... I mean, he seems to feel like it's wrestling more so than boxing. It's the same thing with the previous guy. I mean, with him, with Dragon Chan, it felt more like martial arts. But with this guy, it feels more like it's like some sort of luchador or something like that. So this is kind of... I feel like we need to... He probably had... Like, his trainer is probably like Jack Black or something. He's like... I wish I could do a meme from Nacho Libre. I just don't remember the movie. It's been too long since I've seen it. I'm not really a big memer. I mean, I can't pump out the memes as efficiently as some people. Nacho, or something like that. I don't know too many memes by him, but so. But yeah, this asshole is gonna get an ass whipping. I'm tired of Mr. Sandman. He's pissed me off several times. So I'm just gonna have to really whip this guy's ass. But I mean, that's kind of the thing there. I mean, he is tough, so that's what you have to know. And he was in the NES games. That's kind of the thing there, is he was in another game before, but he wasn't nearly as annoying in that one. I mean, they made him tougher this time. And I almost beat him first time. I mean, I really whipped this guy's ass, but he comes back. And then it's just kind of, I just said, screw it, I'm not going to bother doing a special. I mean, if I had done a special, I would have... See, look at that, he comes back quick. So he really... I mean, when he shuffles his feet, that means he's going to do 3 uppercuts, and it's real annoying because he will not stop until he does them. And then when he does that, you have to dodge his... or block his face jabs. So get used to guys getting tougher once you knock them down twice, because there are fighters later on that do it. So I was just kind of like, fuck that, dude. He's real strong too, so this is kind of... I was like, dude, forget about it. I mean, I knocked him down 2 times, and he's gonna knock me down 2 times on his 3rd attempt. I'm just like, forget that. So yeah, just one more hit. He shouldn't have dodged that. Yeah, I was just like, forget that, dude. You know. I could feel the blood pumping in my throat. I was like, dude, this is not going down that way. So, but we beat the major circuit. Next time is the world circuit. We're gonna have some fun with that. And by fun, I mean probably get pissed off and get pissed off. You know, a bunch of rage, not rage quitting, but rage and just overall annoyed tone of my voice. If you get my drift, viewers. So. Alright, subscribe for more fun. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night, and see you next time.